straight lines, nothing, and he's digging in me. Yes, he is currently digging in me. That is something that does happen in the Squid Games TV show. The guards will occasionally dig inside of you.
Hello everyone. My name is Aiden Swim, and Squid Game is a Netflix series known best for its gripping drama, well-acted and written characters, and its beautiful fan base.
3, 2, 1, let's go!
Squid Game is one of those series that redefined television. Well, at least Netflix television. Keep in mind, Netflix has made like 8 fucking seasons of Big Mouth. Who the hell runs that company? DA Games? Oh! Squid Game is just kind of a whatever show to me. Crazy, I know. But it's just like never been a show I've been like crazy obsessed with. Like, yeah, I somewhat liked it, but I wouldn't even say I really enjoyed it. It was like I just lit a match and let it burn to my fingertips just to feel something. But I still wouldn't say it's a bad show. It's actually pretty decent. Just not really my cup of tea. But you see, I'm a gamer. A gamer who only enjoys the best of media. Like Tiger Woods' PGA Tour 10 for the Wii.
Why the fuck do I own 2 of these?
A real nightmare here. That hole was a mess.
So how does someone like me truly enjoy Squid Game?
What the fuck?
Squid Game video games. There's surprisingly a lot of them. Now granted, most of them look like this.
Where's Nico here?
But there's still surprisingly a really good concept here. Squid Game is a series where the contestants play competitive games or else they die, and the last one standing wins. There's clearly good material for a video game here. Yeah, what did you think happened? Squid Game Unleashed is a fully official Squid Game video game made by Netflix that released on December 17th, 2024 for mobile devices. What the fuck am I even looking at? I don't even know where to start, man. This game is fucking insane. Squid Game Unleashed is essentially just Netflix's attempt at a live service game. But you see, what they have that makes their game unique compared to other live services is the fact that it's shitty Fall Guys. Well, at least they got that. Oh, motherfucker! So yeah, the scary Korean drama that shows how money corrupts people got its own mobile game that just completely throws out all of the show's anti-capitalist messages to make room for skins and emotes out the wazoo, a battle pass, and whatever the fuck that is. Okay, so why am I talking about this game? It's really fucking funny. So, what's the gameplay like? I hear all your voices begging from behind your computer screens. Oh shit, I didn't take my meds today. It is, as I mentioned, just shitty Fall Guys. If you don't know what Fall Guys' gameplay is like, I don't blame you. That game died like 5 minutes after it came out. But essentially, it's a battle royale where you compete in different mini-games, and after each mini-game, the player count goes lower and lower until you win. Netflix essentially saw the success of Fall Guys, success with an asterisk, and decided they wanted to make Squid Game Unleashed literally just that, but shittier. Again, still not the first time someone's done this. The only thing that's really changed here outside of the Squid Game branding is that there's this feature called smuggling, where after unlocking different objects, you can smuggle them into a match. It's literally just character abilities. It isn't done terribly though. You get access to a wide assortment of objects like a baseball bat, Filas.
Okay, guys. Now, I just came from the park, and it's this kid teasing me because I have feelers on.
But there really isn't much of a reason to use them as they don't really do much. They're not like terrible, but you know what is?
I'd be crying if I look like that too, bro. That's fucked up what they be doing to y'all.
The mini-games in this game are so fucking weird, man. They are just such a needlessly complicated subject. Like, the quality of them is just such a mixed bag. Like, on one hand, some of the games are pretty accurate to their source material, but then there are other games that just make me feel like I missed some of the lore. For example, Red Light Green Light is pretty good. I mean, good for this set of standards, but still good. It's very close to how Red Light Green Light is in the show, yet still different enough to just make me ask, why? They added in tall grass and a respawn.
Why didn't they have respawns in the show, too?
I get the game isn't meant to be very accurate to the show, but genuinely, why the fuck is there tall grass and respawns enabled here? It removes all the difficulty the game mode could have had. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Then shit just gets crazy, because considering the fact this game was released around the same time as Squid Game Season 2, you would expect there to be a lot of Squid Game Season 2 minigames, right? Well, we got Carousel. That's it, just Carousel. Instead of actually making minigames based on Squid Game Season 2, we got a large selection of original minigames made just for this game, and they genuinely suck so much ass, dude. Not only do they suck and aren't fun to play, but they don't fit in with Squid Game at all. I downloaded Squid Game Unleashed to play the video game version of the haha funny short slot, not to play as Thanos running across moving blocks.
Your rhymes are all shot. Who the fuck keeps shooting everybody?
There's so much source material here, and you can't even use the argument of, well, those games don't fit this game. Because one, that's really fucking stupid, it's evil children's games. And two, a fan-made Squid Game multiplayer game on Fortnite perfectly translated every game from Season 2 into its game. And that's a fan game that was made for fun. Meanwhile, Unleashed is an official video game made by Netflix, and the best they could do is Thanos twerking. And also, not to mention, but the few games here that are actually from the show were messed up to all hell. Like, for example, Glass Bridge. Glass Bridge is literally my favorite game in the entire show, and home to the best video on the internet.
Oh. Well, he went this way, and then he went that way, and then he went this way, and then I go this way, and then I go that way. Oh god. Oh my god.
What just happened? Did you just chuck the glass?
I'm dead.
Alright, now got what the game looks like in your head, you got it memorized about how simple it is? Okay, now look at what they did to it in Squid Game Unleashed. This game sucks so bad, and the way it ruins the show is so shameless. Like, the way it completely defaced the games is one thing, but the way it ruins the show's message is another. Whenever you win a game in Squid Game Unleashed, you get money, which you then spend on cosmetics and items. Which might just sound fun and dandy until you realize that goes against the whole message of the show. The whole message of Squid Game is that it's anti-capitalism, which goes against the entire point of the game. I'll give the show one thing. I think the way it handles its anti-capitalist messaging is very well done, and the game just shits on all of that. Which just leads me to asking myself the question, why? Why is Squid Game Unleashed so terrible to its source material? Because anyone who doesn't like the source material isn't gonna fucking play the game. They're literally just disrespecting any players the game would have. Why is it so money focused? Like, that literally goes against the entire point of the show. And on top of that, why was this game even made? Sadly, I don't have any answers to these questions. Squid Game Unleashed is not only a terrible game, but it actively disrespects both its source material and its entire fan base. And instead of trying to go mainstream, Netflix is just doing nothing with the game. It doesn't even make them any money because it's free to play and doesn't have any microtransactions. All the money you make in the game, you make from winning matches. Netflix can't even lock it by a Netflix subscription, because if they do, then the only people who can play it are people paying for Netflix, who, if interested in the game, are most likely also fans of the show. You know, the people being disrespected by the game. I have genuinely no idea who this game could be made for. It's not made for fans, it's not made for general audiences, and it's just another piece of corporate slop made to milk an IP, which has actually been happening a lot recently. It's almost like maybe these studios should be focusing more on making good gameplay and, you know, good games instead of just milking familiar IPs to get a little extra cash. But hey, you know, with how bad Squid Game Unleashed is, I could always just play a fan game.
There's a lobby of alphas.
Fuck, I'm obviously in the wrong one.
What the fuck? Are you with that Diddy shit?
Obviously, I'm in the right.
What's up, guys? So this is like completely unscripted. I just kind of wanted to talk about this. So we all know the channel Smash Bits Animations, right? They've made like some banger videos, like if Undertale was realistic. No, that's really it. Just if Undertale was realistic.
What was that sound?
Oh, that was just me lamp.
Oh, okay. I'm going back to my puzzles now. They're pretty bonerific if I do say so myself. Kill me.
They just announced that they're making an if Squid Game was realistic, and they're using an AI generated thumbnail, which is insane. Okay, that is genuinely insane, but I'm not surprised because Smash Bits as like a channel has kind of just been like falling off recently. Nobody fucking watches Smash Bits anymore, so like I'm not surprised, honestly, but it still sucks because it's such a clearly obviously AI generated thumbnail, and in the description they put, oh, all visuals and audio in this production were created by human artists. No AI generated imagery, sound, or performances were used. And it's like, fucker, this is a AI generated thumbnail. Why would you do that? And then eventually, so I'm reading through chat right now. The video isn't out yet as of editing this, so I haven't seen the actual video itself, but according to chat, Smash Bits themselves just like straight up confirms that they did use AI for the thumbnail, in that the actual video itself doesn't have any AI generated animation in it. It's just the thumbnail, which is like, okay, but it's still an AI generated thumbnail. The channel, known for making some great animations back in the day, in the like early days of YouTube, it has fucking been reduced to AI generated thumbnails talking about Squid Game. Again, I'm not surprised. Nobody fucking cares about this channel anymore, but like, come on, man, this is like a fall from grace. This is really sad. This is like seeing your grandpa get Alzheimer's, especially considering the fact that this is indie animation, you know, like this is like an indie, like small fucking industry here, and they're using AI for their thumbnails. Again, according to the video itself, oh shit, okay, as I am filming this, they just switched the thumbnail. It's not AI generated anymore. Oh my god. Okay. Never, okay, never, okay. That, I literally watched that switch live. What the fuck?
Your rhymes are all shot. Who the fuck keeps shooting everybody?
It's the ultimate robot. Do you know who you're facing?
Ultimate robot? You're sorely mistaken. As I said that I would be back later, you are about to get owned by the term.